Well, hi there. This is Bob Kramer. Welcome back to Kramer's Garage. So in my previous videos, I rebuilt the carburetors on this 1975 Honda Goldwing. So as you can see, the bike is now running. It's mostly back together. So what I'm doing today is I'm going to sync the carburetors and do final adjustments. So there's two adjustments to do. First the synchronizing, and then the idle speed screws. So the idle speed screws are down in here on the manifold side of each carburetor. The adjustment for synchronizing is this screw in between the carburetors. Number 3 is permanently set. Number 1, 2, and 4 need to be adjusted. So that's the adjustment screw for number 1. And then over here you use this screw to balance 2 and 4. And then you use this screw to balance 2 and 4 with 1 and 3. So as you can see, I've hooked up my carb tune over there. Okay, it's got 4 mercury tubes, and I've got this is the right side of the bike, so this is going to be number 1, 3, 2, 4. So these two are on the right side of the bike, these two are on the left. When you notice one is exceptionally low, you need to check your connections. If the hoses leak, it's not going to work. Okay, that looks like I'm way off. Okay, there, 1 and 3 came together. And I'm going to go to the other side of the bike and work with 2 and 4. Okay, now we can see that 3, 2, and 4 look good now. 1 is a little high. So I'm going to manipulate that screw a little bit. We can see that we're very close. 1 and 3 on the right side are a little higher than the left side, so that's where we manipulate this screw a little bit. dropped a little bit too low. They're pretty even now. Right now, the next thing I'm going to do is, and you have to listen to this very closely, I'm going to just snug the lock nuts, not tight yet, but just snug them up a little bit. Everything changes when you tighten the lock nuts. Okay, my gauges still look pretty good. Good enough for now. I'm gonna... Okay, starting with number 1, I'm going to turn the pilot mixture screw in slowly until it just starts to stumble. Remember, I started at 3 turns. There's a half. There, it started to stumble. And then back it up a half a turn. I'm going to do the same thing on number 3. There it started to stumble. Okay, back a half a turn. There we go. Those are in perfect sync now, and I've adjusted the idle screws. So now when I give it some throttle, it's a perfect response. The initial response is vacuum drops. As I decelerate, it shoots up, but they're all are responding almost perfectly evenly, and they settle right back to an even line across. So I'm very happy with that. The book says that they need to be within 2 Hg or inches of mercury, and so that would be like from one line to the other on this gauge, and you can see they're all within half of that. It should run good. Okay, so just to recap the steps here for carb tuning, you warm up the engine a little bit, hook up your carb tuner or a set of 4 vacuum gauges. You manipulate the screws that link the carburetors until all 4 vacuum gauges read equally or very close to equally. Then you adjust your pilot screws. If they haven't been adjusted before, adjust your pilot screws, get a smooth, even idle, and then go back and revisit the synchronization and make sure they're all still perfectly synchronized. The whole process takes like 30 minutes usually. So that's it for this video. That's how you synchronize your carburetors on a 4-cylinder carbureted engine. So thanks for watching, and subscribe to my channel.